Okay, since I've tried to do a haul for the past 3 days and there's something wrong with every single one that I've done, whether it's sound or lighting or get halfway done and then I get interrupted. Anyway, so I thought, you know what, I've got 7 things to mail out today. So let's just do a little tutorial on how I package. Everybody's got their own way that they like to package. Mine may take a little bit more time than other people's, but I like to do it, so why not? I did just get back from the gym, which is why I'm in tank top and no hair done. I did put on some lipstick though. So let's get started. We had 7 things that are going out today. Looks like one Poshmark, 2 Mercari, which is unusual to have 2 Mercaris, and then the rest are eBay. Broke it down to let you know how I did with profit wise. One, I am actually paying the customer to take it, so that's what happens when you run a 99-cent sale. Is many things sell for 99 cents, and with Poshmark taking its fees, which were 91 cents of it, leaves me with 8 cents. So, I did just want to get rid of some of these things, so I'm not sad. But I'm kind of hoping some of them go for a little more than 99. I've got one going off today that I think is at least $5, so maybe I'll make more than 8 cents on that one. So let's start out. We'll just start out here on the top. This is a polo Ralph Lauren sweater vest, and I got this one. I'm gonna need my glasses today. So the polo vest, okay, yeah, this was part of my bulk buy. So I bought it for 43 cents. I sold it for $30 on Poshmark. They take $6. Polo vest, my profit ended up being $23.57. So very respectable sale. It had US Open Olympic Club on the front of it. It's a nice cashmere blend. So I will usually lint roller anything that needs it. It will have already been lint rolled first time around when I photograph, but if there's anything left, I'll do it again. I've got a couple of different tissue papers. I do have a eBay store, so whenever, quarterly you get those discounts on shipping supplies, so I will sometimes buy, either poly bags or tissue paper, whatever I happen to be needing at the time. And so I do have some tissue paper, but this was a Poshmark sale. So this gets regular tissue paper that I just buy. Where do I buy it? I don't know. I buy it on Amazon or whoever I can get it the cheapest from. And then just depending on the size, I'll either use a half sheet or a full sheet of tissue paper. I like this shiny side up. This one I'll do on the diagonal, fold it up. I go through a lot of tape. And I know people have all different kinds of ways of shipping. Some people use the clear poly, the clear, like the plastic bags. I do not use those. I have never in like 12 years of selling, never had anything damaged without using poly bags. Or I do use a poly bag. I don't use a plastic mailer inside the poly bag. I just use tissue paper. So from here, I make my own little thank you cards. So this is a men's. So I've got like some like wood grain. I've got a paper punch that I got at Joann's when it was on sale. So I'll just get, whenever they have sales, I'll pick up some of their papers, some cute papers, and then I'll just make my own little thank you tags. So this is a men's item. So I'll use my little wood grain, just write a thank you, which I will usually look up their name, and find which one it goes to. This is going to Edward. So I just do a Thanks, Edward. And just stick that in there. I might use a piece of washi tape. Again, I just pick up stuff, you know, whenever I see it on sale because I like them to look cute. And this is going Poshmark, so it gets the Tyvek free mailers. I love these. Slide it in there. Going to Nevada. Sorry, I'm not very fast, especially when I'm being filmed. There we go. And on to the next, which is, let's do, okay, Free People. This is Free People top. Cute little summer top. And again, I don't keep things aside, you know, to sell seasonally. I sell whatever I have whenever I get it. This Free People top, I paid $1.60 for it at a thrift store. And I sold it for $28 on Mercari. Mercari took $4.26, leaving me a profit of $22.14. I like that for a Free People top. Which, you know, you never know. Free People sometimes will sit and sit and sit. And sometimes you can, like, their dresses seem to sell really well for me. I've got some sweaters that are still in my inventory. So you just never know. But when you can pay, you know, $1, like this one, $1.20, and make a $20 profit, I will go for that. This one is going to Florida. Use a cute little pink one for this one. And thank you. It's just a cute little personal touch that some people like. Now for Mercari, I will use, I've got a small amount of mailers that I got from U-Pack and Ship. You know, I've had them forever because I don't have all that many sales on Mercari, so they will last a long time. I would not suggest putting a lot of money into, you know, fancy mailing things though. But since most stuff on Mercari goes USPS, but not priority, you need to get a mailer for that. So that one's done. Going to Florida. Next one, number 3 is, let's do this one. This is my other Mercari sale. This sweater I've had for quite a while. It's sold for, which is why I took the offer of $22.50 for it. It is on UPS because that was, I think, the cheapest shipping that I offered there. And so I think I've got some bigger poly mailers that I can mail this one in. And this one, okay, so I sold it for $22.50. I paid $2.50. The fees were $4.63. So I came out with $15.37 was my profit on that, which I am not complaining at. It's much better than the one that you're going to see later. So I'll take it. I don't know. I've never done like a packing video before, and I don't know. It's not very exciting, but I don't know. Maybe if you're just starting out, and you know, sometimes it's fun to see other people's, the way that they ship things. This, I used just a full sheet of tissue paper, and I will write a little note for her. It's going to Seattle, Washington. Use the little pink one to Seattle. I went skiing yesterday and it rained almost all day. And when you are on the lift in rain. Talk about not fun. But we had already paid. We got a discount with my niece's school, and so she gets a discount. So we kept thinking it's gonna cancel. They're gonna cancel. They're gonna cancel. But they only cancel if you need chains, and they didn't need chains because it was rain. So what was I looking for? Okay, so I keep my packing supplies back here. And there are a few of these big ones left. And I lost. Okay, so I'm just going to pick this one because this is Mercari. And I'm just going to put it in a plain poly mailer. And that one is done. I don't have pickup here at my house. Just a small mailbox is down the road because I live in a rural area. So I will be bringing these all to the post office later today. Next up, oh, this Nirvana t-shirt, or sweatshirt. I just listed this, lasted a couple of days. It is, what do you call it? Retro, I guess, reproduction and not an authentic, old Nirvana sweatshirt. But it sold for, I think it was sold by Urban Outfitters. Sold for $25 on Poshmark. And that's another Poshmark. They take $5 from that. I paid 43 cents for it. So my profit was $19.57. And like I said, it was listed for maybe less than a week, maybe just a couple of days. And I took an offer for 25, I think. Which this was part of my haul that I've been trying to film, but I don't know. I think I'm just going to abandon that haul because it's just not working out. I did have the car haul that I might use in this video, maybe at the beginning or at the end. And maybe at the end of this, I will show you just a couple of highlights of what I've found in the past week locally. Because I will do little by little my bulk buy, because I did buy 400 pieces at once. And I'll bring a couple bags out at a time. But the bags that I pulled out this time were not very exciting. One though was this sweatshirt that I sold super quickly. So I like that. And it sold for, I already told you, $25. To go priority. Which is what I love about Poshmark, because it's just so easy. It is a little more expensive if you're a buyer to pay the shipping, but they go so quickly. People get them so fast. Usually, I don't know, whenever I buy, it seems like people take forever to mail them, which I do mail. I mail every day. I even mail on Saturdays. Because I love getting packages quickly if I'm buying. So that's what I would think other people too. Okay, now this is a no-name vintage sweater made in Italy, lamb's wool. But that's all it says is lamb's wool, made in Italy. Just a gray full zip men's sweater. And I've had this for a while, quite a while. It sold for $45 on eBay. So with all the fees, but I only paid because I got it in, again, one of those bulk buys that I do. And so I paid 18 cents for it. So that made my profit $28.70. Okay, so this sweater sold on eBay. So I'm going to use my eBay paper. And it is shipping priority mail. So I'll get to use another of those Tyvek mailers. I wish there was, this one is great. It's a great size. But I wish that they did the Tyvek mailers a little bit, some of them a little smaller, because it seems like a lot of times I'm just wasting a lot of package area. So this sold, like I said, quite a while. I've had it for quite a while. But I'm a long tail seller. Sometimes things will sit. I'm okay with that. Although I am trying to free up some space out in my trailer right now because it's getting absolutely packed. I don't think I can get much more in there, but I could use a little consolidation out there. Okay, so that is that. I'm gonna use a little bit of tape on there to get those edges down. And these are just because I like to, you know, I just like to make them look cute. So I'll use a little tape. I'll use a little card, which I do frequently get comments that people like the packaging. Because I've bought things and the way, you know, some people just throw it in a bag or throw it in an old cereal box, and which that's fine, you know, whatever. But it doesn't make me excited to get it. Okay, this one's a little tight. There we go. This one is going to Minnesota. We've got, okay, I have 2 labels for 1 item of clothing. So what am I missing? We'll find out. Let's see. We have, oh, yeah, I've got the other one. Where did it go? Maybe I left it outside. Oh no, it's on the floor. It's on the floor. We'll save that for last because that was my big money maker. Okay, so this one was given to me. The brand is Iman, which I think it might be sold on QVC because the person that gave me these, quite a few things, they were a huge QVC shopper. And, you know, I would never pick up this brand if from the thrift store, even from bulk buy, I wouldn't probably pick up this brand, but it sold for $39. $39. Who would have thought? I must have done my research on it, but it has been sitting here for quite a while. But I got $39 for it. And so I like that sometimes, just to get things from other people because they're things that I would normally not pick up. Okay, this is the eBay, going ground. And my profit then, because I got it for free with the fees and the shipping, it ended up being $24.88 that I made on that. And my sales this week have been great compared to last week. I sold, I think, in 2 days what I sold all of last week. Last week was just so slow. All right, so then the other thing that I buy when I have my credits on eBay are the poly mailer. So I'll show that to you next. But let's see who is getting this. Ohio. So thank you. Another unusual name, Toya. Slip that in there. And it will go in one of my poly branded, eBay branded bags. So basically you get these for free, but it's not for free because you're paying for your store subscription. So I do have a store subscription that I think allows me 10,000 listings a month. So it's the medium sized. I think they charge like $60 a month for that, but you don't have any insertion fees. And I do probably sell a majority of my things on eBay. So for me, it's worth it. That's that. Here's my last one that I basically paid the guy to take this. It's just a little knit cap for the San Jose earthquakes. Sold it on auction for 99 cents. Giving me the big profit of $8. Well, not profit, $8. No, I'm sorry, not even $8. I wish $8. 8 cents. 8 cents. But I paid, I think, 50 cents. So, oh well. That's the way it goes. But you know what? I was going to donate a bunch of stuff. So that would be zero instead of 8 cents. So I'm ahead in that way. And that is my last one. So after I get this one ready to go, I think this one go in a tiny bag that I have. Going to Fremont. So it will fit in one of these small eBay bags. And that is that. Yay. Okay, and to finish up, let me just show you 3 of the greatest hits of my last local thrifting this past week. So I found this chrome Art Deco vintage coffee, what do they call it? A coffee carafe, or it's not like a percolator, but it's got a jade stone top. And I know there's some listed right now that are exactly the same for over $100. So I got that locally. And I also picked up, a big shocker for me, local here, a pair of Gucci women's pumps. I don't know if these are vintage or not. I paid $9.99 for these. There are lots, or not lots, there are a few listed. It looks like they go for about $200. They're the horse bit trim. They are really narrow, which makes me think that they're vintage, but I think they're brand new. They have no wear on the heels, no wear here. There was a tag here, so maybe they like warm. I don't know, but there's no wear, so that's fantastic. Also got a pair of these pajama pants. The brand is Print Fresh in a blue tiger print. Those were $3.99 and they retail for over $80. So those were, I just, dropped in and picked up 3 great things. If I do the haul, the car haul before this, then you will have seen that I was talking about the painting that I couldn't decide whether I was going to go back for or not, and I did go back for it. And an hour drive back after I did some research on it. So I did, and it's hanging in my house. But it is an original oil painting by the guy. His name is Howard. Is it Howard East? And Harold East. Sorry about that, Harold. Harold East. It is Arroyo. Warm Arroyo is the name of it. And his paintings, he's got current ones that are on auction for $6,000. Other ones that have sold for in the 900s, and then some in the 300s and 400s. So I'm not sure exactly what price I'm going to put on this. I'm probably going to go a little high and just sit on it for a while because I like it and it goes with the colors in my house. So I don't mind, keeping it for a while. So that was a fantastic find. I've never bought original art before to sell. And like I said, if I'm stuck with it forever, oh well. I paid $84 for it, by the way, which I never pay $84 for a single item. I'll go and spend $84 on a haul, sure, but not for one item. But I could, end up making a great profit. We shall see. So I hope you enjoyed watching me ship. I hope it wasn't a little boring, but I don't know, my energy is kind of down today from skiing. That's my excuse. I skied and I didn't sleep very well last night. And anyway, my excuses. And I'm old. I'm kind of old. I did a short, YouTube short, and somebody left a comment about me looking kind of old. Shocker, I am old. So what can I say? If you feel the need to tell me I'm old, go for it. Whatever. So that is it. And I'll get back to you. I want to do a what sold in the last 2 weeks of January, probably next week at the end of January. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for joining me. Like and subscribe.